everyone, welcome back to the That One Video Galaxy podcast. I am Jirard.
I am Brett.
I am Al.
And today is the Thanksgiving special.
What does that mean?
Everyone hold hands.
Okay.
Hold hands. Thank you for holding... Thank you for still holding that hand on the side. I appreciate it.
You told us to hold hands.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
We're thankful for video games, for water, because water's good.
Yeah. Sleep.
Sleep is awesome. We are grateful for this office and for Lord Cthulhu.
Let's not forget all the cool friends and people out there who watch us all the time.
Absolutely, of course. I forgot about that. I thought we were doing like a kind of a jokey one, but you're right.
And for Guile.
It's not a joke, Gerard.
And for Guile?
And for Guile.
You want to thank...
I want to thank Guile.
You want to thank Guile?
It is an American holiday, so I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Bradley,
I'm going to take it.
Bradley, put a banner of like the American flag with a Guile, and that's just it.
I'd like to thank him for being a wall in my heart.
Put the Guile music there. Great. Guys, it's Thanksgiving. We're all eating and being thankful to our families right now. Let's just do a quick little thing of what we all do for Thanksgiving, and then we'll jump right into today's Comet Storm, because we're doing a Comet Storm.
Comet Storm.
Comet Storm.
Blowing. Comet Storm. Beautiful.
Before we do that, though, Brett, what do you do for Thanksgiving?
What am I going to do?
What are you going to do? What did you do?
Oh, what did I do? Right.
What did you do? Because we're from the future.
We're speaking fourth dimensionally now.
Fourth dimensionally.
Okay. I will have had eaten a lot of starch.
Great.
So here's my lineup that is confirmed. Turkey.
This is Super Couch Fighters Street Fighter V food lineup. DLC patch.
Turkey, ham, dressing, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, sweet potato, peas and carrots, green beans, collard greens, and then all kinds of desserts. Also, don't forget those little Hawaiian sweet rolls. You know,
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Or, I mean, it was great. This is hard.
That's about the same Thanksgiving I'm predicting I'm going to have.
Really?
I've had, yeah.
Really?
Almost the exact same.
Oh, good for you.
Throw in some... My dad loves to wake up at like 4 a.m. and cook a shit ton of quiche. So
cheese pastry, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's like he does it with eggs. It's more like a quiche pie.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
So it's like a breakfast quiche. So it's got like spinach and ham and cheese and bacon and
That sounds delicious.
And he'll make one for the vegetarians, which is basically just cheese and egg and spinach.
Great.
And
Shout out to vegetarians still eating eggs.
yeah, it's protein. So yeah, there's that, and then everyone in the family. I'm the youngest of 5. My sister Monica has a boy. My sister Lila has 2 boys and a girl.
Wow.
And Lila's married. She has her husband Tony, who's buff as hell and loves eating food, so he eats a lot. Then I have my 2 stepbrothers. I have Rick and Tony.
You have rigatoni?
Rick and Tony.
Delicious.
And their wife Tanya, and Rick has a boy and a girl.
They share a wife?
His wife, sorry. It's a very weird relationship. I guess I associate the entity of they, but it's really he
Gotcha.
in this case with Rick. And then I have my stepmom, Maggie, my dad, and then I think that's it. But there's so many kids. There's so many young kids around, I forget to breathe.
Right, because you don't want to breathe in their sickness.
Right, there's that. I also just can't think. I actually will go sometimes when they don't know this, and they're never going to know this. Oh, my brother Jacques, obviously, and his wife Carrie Ann. Usually what I'll do on Black Friday or on Thursday, Thanksgiving I'll just go, I need to go out and shop. And they're like, oh, that's weird. Why would you do that? And I go, because I want to buy video games. And then I'll just go out. I'll go get a Starbucks coffee, sit in my car, and go for a walk.
Sit in your car and go for a walk?
Sit in my car
You're
and
incredible.
then go for a walk.
Gotcha.
I levitate. That's how it is. Just a little. I'm like. God, my brain.
That's
Overwatch.
Okay. Oh, Zenyatta?
Zenyatta.
Yeah.
Experience
tranquility. And which is essentially what you're trying to do in your car.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's funny that you have to justify your alone time by saying, I have to participate in rampant consumerism. And they're like, that's normal, go for it.
As someone who has fought the war of Black Friday many years.
On both sides, probably.
On both sides, absolutely. I have learned to appreciate my fallen brethren and sisters out there because it's a tough war out there. I did it for 5.5 years, and let me tell you, it was not a good time. The deals were never worth it. Don't hurt anyone. Be safe. Be safe. It's my PSA.
Don't be jerks, guys.
Just live.
Yeah.
Look, Assassin's Creed, yes, it's going to be on sale for $20. And Watch Dogs 2 is probably going to be on sale for $20 or whatever. And Street Fighter will probably be on sale. And your favorite games will be on sale. But guess what? You can buy them digitally, or you can just buy them through online and go pick them up in the store. Don't kill each other. So that's basically what my Thanksgiving is me running from my family.
Cool. Let's hear something from Al. Al, what do you eat on Thanksgiving?
Food.
Come on, Al. Give me something.
You called it. It's just like pretty much the standard Thanksgiving,
You have to understand, though, that the foods that I said I never considered standard because people look at me usually and go, obviously some of them, like the turkey and the dressing.
Yeah.
When I say certain things like mac and cheese, and they go, really?
No, mac and cheese is normal.
I think so, but I'm
think
surprised
so.
that you think so. You have mac and cheese, Al?
Yeah, mac and cheese.
Stuffing.
Get out of here.
Mac and
Really?
cheese it
Sweet
up.
potatoes, yeah.
All right, Alvin, what's one special thing that you do that not most people do at Thanksgiving? Talk to me.
I don't know if there's any one, it's really just like my family getting together and they all cook. It's like...
Yeah, I understand the concept of Thanksgiving.
Well, no.
I know that.
It's a cook-off.
There's
There's no dish that here's the thing that most people don't do that we usually have.
I don't know. I don't know what many other people do. Like the one dish that I love from it is the yams with the marshmallow.
You guys put marshmallows in yours?
We put marshmallow.
Yeah.
We don't put marshmallows in ours.
Oh.
And I'm fine with that. I think marshmallows are fine, but rarely will I ever request, can I get some marshmallows? I won't.
You know my favorite thing
Marshmallows for me.
to do? My favorite thing to do is mountains of mashed potatoes, gravies, peas, and then I get these sweet Hawaiian rolls, and I create a mashed potato volcano.
I like Close Encounters?
Yeah. And then I just kind of scoop it up and make a mashed potato meteorite sandwich.
Yeah. I mean, King's... Look, everybody has their favorite food on Thanksgiving. King's Hawaiian Rolls are the MVP food of the days after Thanksgiving. Without a doubt. Because you can construct as many little mini Thanksgiving sliders as you want on the days after Thanksgiving.
Bradley, we need you to do a Sports Center intro kind of thing. Use a still photo of the three of us, and then give a cut back to this with the loading bar on the bottom. Put a big font MVP Sweet Hawaiian Rolls. Brett, what's new about the MVP this year?
I mean, once again, yeah. Year after year, the day of the big game, everybody has their own opinion. But post-game, everybody knows that King's Hawaiian Rolls take the cake. Once again, year after year, King's Hawaiian Rolls is going to be the MVP. They hold everything together.
I disagree. I
right.
think we have two very different views of who the MVP this year is.
Okay.
I believe Corn is a secret MVP. It's rising in the.
Look, corn is loose. It gets everywhere. Who's going to hold it together? Go back to my boy King's Hawaiian Rolls. And he's never really won MVP on the big day of the game, but I think this year might be his year. Because look, every year we add more stuff. You need stuff to hold that together. King's Hawaiian Roll is going to hold the whole Thanksgiving team together. Whether it be a turkey little roll sandwich or a ham, duck, beef, doesn't matter. Everything gets held together with King's Hawaiian Roll. Everybody can enjoy that.
You are incredible.
Everybody. I would love to see Thanksgiving play-by-play. Oh man, and members of the family getting introduced like athletes and stuff. Here come Aunt Brenda. Aunt Brenda break it down. Aunt Brenda clocking in at 40 seasons now. Deviled eggs, strong opener with deviled eggs in the first quarter.
Brian's coming in with his secret gravy sauce for the mashed potatoes. No one knows what's in it, Steven, but we're a little worried this year.
That's okay, because he's getting up there. Eventually he's going to retire. Going to have to pass that secret on, and once he does, it's going to be everywhere. It's really going to change the game. That'd be wonderful.
That's fucking brilliant.
That'd be wonderful.
There you go. Someone animate that. That was perfect.
Oh man, the play-by-play? That'd be great.
That one Video Galaxy podcast animated. Make it happen. So we all have pretty similar Thanksgivings.
Yep. Food.
So do you guys do the whole thing of like you go around the circle and say what you're thankful for every Thanksgiving?
No.
Okay, so my family does that. And let me tell you how infuriating it is. So here's like for me at least.
Okay.
So, ever since I was 3 years old, I walk into the room and my dad would lift his arms in the air just like this with a big smile on his face and he would say, "Ladies and gentlemen, the next president of the United States of America." And then I'd walk in and everyone would be cheering and screaming for me. And I'd be like, what?
That's how your dad would announce you?
Every time.
That explains so much about you.
Right. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm not running for president, by the way. I'm not doing that shit.
Jirard 2020.
So I'd walk in the room and I'd be like, "What? Why is everyone doing this?" And it would confuse the crap out of me. And then he did it last week at my brother's wedding, and it was very, very confusing. A 28-year-old man. Al, you saw that. You saw that.
Straight up saw it.
I walked up there to give my brother's like best man speech, and as I'm walking up there, you just hear my whole family in unison, just like faintly screaming, "The next president of the United States." It's very frustrating.
That sounds like your pops made a deal with the devil at some point in life. And it's like, it was like your fifth child. Every time he enters Family Guy, you must announce him as president of the United States.
So
or else what? Or else he'll die or something.
I don't believe that. Something will happen.
And your dad's a good guy. He's like, all right, I'll do it.
So after that gets announced every year, it's very saddening for me because I don't want that attention, but I get it every time.
Great.
And then I become invisible, which is my favorite part. I love not being a part of the family festivities.
Oh, okay.
It's the greatest thing about being the youngest is that everyone cooks and cleans, and you kind of just like...
So even though you're an old-ass man, you're still technically the youngest.
Oh, absolutely.
And you have the least responsibility.
Yeah, for the holidays, absolutely.
Nice
You'll see me at every family event. I'll do all the uncle, nephew stuff. I'll do all that crazy stuff. I get to the holidays, and I blend. And my girlfriend now, I'm just like, she's not here either. Like, I'm always like,
yeah, because she doesn't look anything like the rest of your family, so that's gotta be
there are plenty of white people in my family at this point, but it's not like,
I see.
like that.
You're right. But Amanda's particularly, like, Celtic. Like,
she get the red hair.
She's pale as shit, you know?
Yeah, red hair, blue eye going on.
That's impressive.
Yeah, but, so then we go in the circle and we say what we're thankful for, and I feel like it gets to me, and everyone's just like, okay, and they just move on. And I'm like, why do you even say anything? You announce me as the President of the United States, and then you make fun of me for it, and then when it gets to my turn to being thankful...
They skip you?
They don't skip me, but it's like, and what are you thankful for? Great. Like, it's like it never... It's like, I just say, like, literally, I'm like, Jesus and this food. And we move on. That may not even be true. It's just like, yeah, this thing, moving on. And then it's like, great. And then it gets to my dad, and it's like, my health, my family, and I'm like, great, cool. Yeah, let's just keep eating. I want to eat this food.
That's the price you pay, I suppose, for not having responsibility in the cleanup.
I guess so. I don't get to be thankful for things.
Nah.
You know what? If that's the case, I'm cool.
Yeah. I'm all right.
I'm fine with that.
Good deal.
I'm good with that. Well, mostly because I think I spent so many years working Black Friday that I never really got to eat dinner. I'd eat dinner kind of hybridly and then run to...
What does that mean, hybridly?
Like, I would eat, but also, like, get ready for work.
So you ate on the run?
Kind of, yeah. But not so much anymore, obviously, because it's been years since I've done Black Friday.
Tight.
But yeah, my family loves embarrassing the shit out of me. That's like their specialty thing to do to me.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can I just tell you a quick story?
Are you about to embarrass yourself?
Yes.
I mean, you are a member of your family, so I guess you like embarrassing yourself as well.
I live in self comedy. If you can't make fun of yourself, you can't make fun of anyone.
Good point.
So I was in the lead for the musical Oklahoma, and I was Judd Fry. I had the world's nastiest beard, and
was this high school?
Yeah, high school. And are you familiar with Oklahoma?
Just the one.
Are you, Al?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of the play, or endish of the play.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for a play that's as old as time. Or musical. So Curly, my character, would go to or no, Judd Fry, my character, would go to Curly and show him the Little Wonder. And the Little Wonder was a kaleidoscope, but it had a knife in it. So you trick the person to look in the kaleidoscope, the knife pops out, and then you would bash the kaleidoscope into their chest.
Oh my God!
Them. Yeah.
This musical sounds brutal.
Yeah.
That's tight.
So Judd Fry purchases the death kaleidoscope thing from Ali Hakim, the peddler, and then he shows him how to use it.
It's a guy named Ali Hakim?
Yeah.
This is tight.
Yeah. So then he goes to show it, and then everyone realizes what's going to happen. They stop him, and then the two of them fight. And so my dad never goes to the theater. But when he does...
I'm sorry. I really have to stop you.
Why?
You're telling me there was a character named Ali Hakim?
Yep.
And you did not play that character?
I was not me.
Wow, good on you.
I was not
me.
me.
Wasn't it your high school?
Palos Verdes High School.
Well done, PV.
Yeah.
Well done.
My director, Carrie Hayter's the best. She's wonderful. If she's out there, go see You're in Town at Courage Theater. She's directing it.
So you plug it out. You don't plug your high school show.
Yo, it's not my high school show. It's a professional theater.
Oh, okay.
Because my drama teacher moved on and became a professional director in the field.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Your dad.
It's fine. So my dad looks at theater and is like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know anything ever.
Right.
But what he does get is physical comedy.
Mm-hmm. Universal.
So my friend Kyle Van Amberg and I, he's Curly, I'm Judd Fry, we're fighting. And we have this like pretty well choreographed fight scene that's pretty real almost, based on like the Comet training we did. Mm-hmm. We're beating the shit out of each other, and as you hear this fight scene, you just hear in the back row, like top full voice.
Great. Like Cape Fear.
Yeah, just like laughing. And so I'm like fighting, and it's pure silence. And it's like, it's intense music is playing, and everyone's just invested. And you hear my dad cackling at the top of his lungs. And at some point, when Judd and Curly fight, Curly trips Judd, and then Judd drops his knife and stabs himself and dies.
Oh, tragedy.
So he does that. I do that. I fall, trip on the knife, and I die. Pure silence. Is he dead? And
no way!
And then literally someone goes, Judd Fry's dead. There's a beat of silence. Like, I will never forget that.
That's great. Is he dead? Judd Fry is dead. Yeah. Poochie's dead.
My dad is so bad at the theater. It's so great.
You just reminded me of a story I haven't thought of in years. I was in high school. I was in a production of the Mikado. No, I wasn't in a production of the Mikado, but we're talking about Sweeney Todd.
Yeah,
good old Demon Barber of Fleet Street. God. And I played a real terrible character named the Beetle, who was basically like the
Sacha Baron Cohen played him, right?
No, you're thinking of Piorelli.
Ah, yes.
I played the Beetle, who's like the flunky of the main bad guy, Judge Turpin.
Yeah.
So I was a crony basically. And eventually I get done in the show. And our show had a really nice production where we had like a barber's chair elevated up on a big platform. And when Sweeney Todd kills people, when he offs them with the razor, and the razor was cool too, it had a little squeeze on the handle. And we filled it with fake blood, so when you squeeze, it squirts out at the audience and stuff. It was very cool.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was very cool. But the chair had like a slot machine lever. So when he'd kill him, and then you pull the lever, and then the chair would like lazy boy down, like, and then they would slide down a slide into the underground of the stage.
Yeah.
My character, however, gets killed off screen, so I didn't get the chance to ride the slide, which meant that there was a little like, you don't know if my character's going to die until my character shows up dead. My character shows up dead. Like, he gets wheeled out on a gurney, if you will, for a second. Like,
yeah.
Like that thing. And just my head sticks out. And my grandma came to see the show that night. It's like a real tense moment of the show when my body is revealed. Because I think someone finds my body, gets scared, and screams.
Yeah.
They wheel me out. Silence, because the character doesn't see me yet. But you hear, "Oh, they got my baby!" Thanks, Grandma. Thanks.
So when I got to college, the humiliation did not end, unfortunately, with my dad. My dad kept the humiliation train going.
Oh boy.
So we were doing this. Are you leaving? You're leaving?
What?
Chris is leaving.
He's waiting for you guys to get
Yeah, I just want to interrupt. I was gonna wait till you guys done with your stories.
It's okay. You can come in and ruin this.
I'm gonna come hug Al. 'Cause I love Al.
Guys, this is it. Chris is.
Take care, man.
Chris is actually leaving. You can leave this in.
Yeah.
Chris is leaving officially.
Chris.
Hey.
Hey, man.
What did you call
Look
an
at you,
Uber or
dude.
something? What is this?
No, my boy's over there.
Oh.
Being all cute and shy.
Don't go.
Don't go.
Don't go.
Miss Albert, don't go.
Don't go.
No, you suck at Street Fighter.
You
You
suck.
fucking
Oh.
Street Fighter.
My dude. You're amazing.
It's been an honor serving with you,
Me
man.
too, baby.
We love you.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna leave.
Don't
now.
cry.
I'm
Don't cry. Don't cry.
We love you.
Don't
Say
leave
cry.
Which way are you going? You gotta give me
on
one
this
more hug.
That's it. This
Hey,
is
man.
Chris's.
You're good. You're good.
It's been an honor.
Look, we're gonna see you in a few
Listen,
months. We're seeing you in a
if
few
you-
months.
If you ever wanna, come to the gay team,
I'm not. I'm not coming
just,
to
give
Team
me a
Gay.
call.
I'm not going to the gay team.
we'll be here for you.
No,
we're
I'm
ready.
fine. I'm fine.
Take care, man.
I appreciate the offer, though.
We're here
One
for
more
you.
hug, man.
That's it, you guys out there. This is Chris's. This is a picture.
Chris's final.
It's a
true
picture wrap
goodbye.
on Chris.
His
Yes.
last words were Jirard, go gay.
We love you, dog.
Loves.
See you, man.
Love you, man.
Keep in contact.
I don't even know why we're so sad. This dude like streams all the time. We'll see him. So
The world will see him, and we won't.
man,
He's a child going off to college.
what are we even doing? We haven't even gotten to the comments in the comment storm
It's
yet.
fine. Maybe it's not a comment. We're having a great time today. This is a great. This turned into an incredible podcast.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Goodbye, Chris.
you know what? We'll save my dad's story for another day. We will move on to the comments.
Oh right, your dad's
Yeah,
story.
no, we'll move on to it.
Okay, save it for the next- save it for the next
Save it for the next time. With that said, let us get to that comet storm.
Comet storm.
Comet storm.
Blowing.
Sometimes a comet is the only storm to worry about.
Mm.
All right, we got some great comments this week. I've been trying my best to screen them in advance, just because I want to make sure that we don't get repeats. And they've been pretty good so far. This week's been we had some really great comments.
Cool.
So here we go. Let's see here. This one is from I think it's Sato. Sato is the
How do you spell it?
well, it's SHISIEDO, and then it's apostrophes Sado, SADO, and then Lonnie.
Oh, okay.
So, hello, my favorite podcast.
Hmm.
Aww. When you mentioned 2 weeks ago that we got defeated by how you probably got a bazillion comments and would never reach ours, I couldn't help but think Jirard could read my mind. So I'm just going to keep trying until I reach you. Well, you did it. You got here.
Boom.
I have something that I've been worried about since Jirard's video on the personal channel about brand deals. You mentioned that different ways to get income, but you didn't say anything about YouTube Red. I watch everything on my PS4, and the only way to keep away the dreaded ads is to pay monthly. I had assumed that since I watch people I find awesome by paying for YouTube Red, some of that would go to help them. But when you didn't say anything about it, I started getting nervous. Am I paying so that you don't get ad revenue? I was also curious, are you ever going to mirror the Gameless videos on other sites? I love helping you guys, and these free shirts are the cat's pajamas. That's great. But on the PS4, my everything on the site loads except for the videos. I really, really, really want to see everything, but my only other tech is a toaster that pretends that it's a laptop that can't run videos. I hope you guys have a nice day, and thanks all again to the great work you guys do. You're all so awesome, Sato. P.S. If you ever go to San Jose, grab a milkshake from my milkshake. It's the best ever. I actually just had that. I was at San Jose, and I had my milkshake.
How was it?
great. It was awesome. I loved it.
How much did it cost?
How much was mine?
Was it $5?
I think it was like $3.75, something like that.
Good.
I
Good.
forget. Great. That's a great Kermit. Thank you for your Kermit.
Thank you for the Kermit, Lonnie.
Yeah, so let's talk about YouTube Red. I know you guys are a little unaware of this, but this is how YouTube Red works. YouTube Red works based on watch time. So the more you watch of your favorite YouTubers, the more ad revenue of your YouTube Red that goes to them. So let's say in this room, Al, you're a YouTuber, Brett, Couch Fighters, Completionist. If you watch a crap ton of Completionist, you kind of watch a little bit of Brett's stuff, and every now and then you'll watch Al's video. Al will make not really that much money. Brett will make a sum of it, but I'll make the majority of it. So really your YouTube Red subscription payout depends on who you watch and how much you watch of it. So if you're watching like thousands of hours of the Game Grumps and thousands of hours of the Completionist, it's going to evenly divide down the center because it's like, oh, that's the person's watch habits and how they handle things. YouTube Red works really great for people who make long-form content, aka this podcast. So if you do watch this podcast with YouTube Red, it actually helps a lot. Oh. Anytime anyone puts multiple ads into a video, those ads disappear with YouTube Red. So those ad clicks count as if someone clicked them.
Got it.
So if I have a video with 30 ads and someone has YouTube Red,
Jesus.
you're going to like make that person a crap ton of money.
Got it.
Yeah, so that's kind of how YouTube Red works. And then for Game Wisp, I'm trying to convince Game Wisp to work on an app for their phone or for consoles so that can happen because
that'd be nice.
They're having a lot of problems. We're aware of them. We're working close with them to make them easier and better. It's just gonna take a while. We're trying our best. We can only yell and scream so much and for them to eventually want us off their platform. But we're trying. We're trying to make it work. We're trying.
Thank you for that good Kermit.
Thank you for that good Kermit.
Eat a Kermit.
It's Kermit.
Good Kermit.
Alrighty. Here we go.
You got another one.
This one is a grizzly comet approaches. This is one from an Andy Perkins.
Hi, Andy Perkins.
Yo, Jirard, Brett now. Love all the shows you do. Keep up the good work. I've got a question for you regarding YouTube. Content creation seems to be quite turbulent these days with these channels going bust, creators taking breaks, and some even leaving YouTube altogether. As a small YouTuber myself, I think it's disconcerting to see the creators I enjoy watching have trouble making what they want despite their status and influence. Therefore, what are your opinions on the upcoming years for upstart and established creators alike in their survivability to make content without a fear of losing their channel or freedom of expression? Cheers, Andy Perkins, the Grizzly Guernsey Gamer.
Hey.
Yeah, I think I got that right. That's always a weird vibe across the board, I feel. Because I always joke that like, that's it, you guys. We're done, bye. Just because the algorithms are always changing and it's always making it hard. I don't like adapting to trends. I don't like doing mannequin challenges. I don't like doing the Harlem Shake stuff. I don't like doing React videos. I don't like the only trend that I probably adhere to at any point is new game trends, because every now and then doing new game just SEO wise does super well. But that's where my platform doesn't change. That's when the subject changes. That's when we take the popular thing, plug it into our show programming, and it's content that's created based off of that, versus us changing the whole show and doing, like the Ice Bucket Challenge, if you will. And I've done the Ice Bucket Challenge too, but obviously it's for a good cause. So I don't know. It's very hard. It's very, very, very hard to say what the future holds for YouTube creators. I know that's why Game Wisp exists. That's why Patreon exists. That's why merchandise exists. But if you look at the percentages across the board, you get usually less than 1% to 10% across the platforms for that support. So it's really hard to see that work. A lot of YouTube creators are going to Twitch because it's much more fun to be on Twitch, and I don't want to say the money is easier. It's a horrible way of saying it, but it does make more money than it would and less effort than to create a 15 to 30 minute show about completing games. Or
imagine if YouTube had some sort of donation button.
They do. They do, but it's just no one uses it. No one uses it, and you'll never know it's being used because it gets added into your ad revenue each month. So it's like you get a big check from YouTube, and it's like, how much of this is from the creator platform? YouTube has a habit, a very, very, very bad habit that I wish, for the love of God, they would just stop and just pay attention and fix one thing at a time. And what it is they half launch projects. Mm-hmm. They say, yo, YouTube gaming is the future. They half launch it with horrible features and bad copyright claims and content ID matches. Then they'll you can donate to your favorite YouTuber, but it's not optimized in any way. The Google Plus now integrated into YouTube, but the comments don't work, and it only favors bad comments, and people manipulate the system to make it worse. They've always launched every single goddamn thing they've done very half-assly, and YouTube Red is also in that mix.
I hear you. I just think it would like adding it to the ad revenue is just so weird, because there's instant notification
through Game Wisp, Patreon, or Twitch. You
right.
know right away.
It's like, yo, here's
donates.
just $10, And
Well, it's
then-
like here's $10 in a note.
yeah.
You know,
So
hey
imagine
man,
if
here's
YouTube.
$10. I really love what you do. Thank you for everything. You're like, oh man, thank you, Brian.
it's
I
wonderful.
appreciate that.
So imagine if on YouTube, like you logged in to your channel, and you look and it's like, yo, this is a message like someone sent you $10. This
Yeah.
person did. It'd be like, oh wow, you know.
What if you log into YouTube? I mean, who doesn't like to receive money? Let alone you log into YouTube. You're ready for a long day of different comments and systems and stuff, and just a little thing pops up and goes, "Da-da! You got $5 today
That'd be
from
nice.
someone in Kansas. Hey,
That'd be really
Jirard,
nice.
or hey, Brett or Al. Here's $5. You guys are great. That'd be cool. I'd be like, yo, I want to log into YouTube every damn day,
Right.
just to see that animation pop up.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Good luck to you though.
Good luck to you, man. I hope that made sense. I'm sorry, I got a little like on my little stoop box. I just wanted to.
Stoop kid's about to leave his stoop box.
That's me. That is me. Thank you for your question.
Thank you for the
Let's
Kermit.
see here.
Moving on to the next Kermit.
Moving on to the next Kermit. These Kermits are not aggregating correctly, so I'm gonna just go down my current list.
It's going down the Kermit list.
This is one that's from /382.
I know Slash.
He says, is this a good Kermit? Because I don't know what frogs are. Hello, Al, Jirard, and Brett. My question is for all three of you wonderful people. How did each of you get into fighting games? Fighting games are usually awful at getting newer players to play them, from bad tutorials to unforgiving online environments and even basic moves. How are you able to overcome each of these things and eventually get to enjoy fighting games as a whole? Thanks for the time, the podcast, and for being really fucking cool. Elliot. Kissy face emoji.
Al, you want to start this one?
Sure. So I've always liked fighting games. I've never been particularly good at them. But when I came here and just to see like everyone just being so Street Fighter gung-ho, it was like, I was like, I got to get on this. I can't get my ass kicked that much.
It's hype.
It is. And it was good, you know. And then once I started to play a little bit and I started to get a little bit better than I thought I could get, it just kind of grabbed me and ran with it. Plus, it really helps when I started and I was at the bottom and all of you guys are like, you should try this. This might help you out. Watch for this. You know, I mean, I probably come to Brett every Monday and go and have something new that he helps me work through. And then
So
when
he's like, teach me, sensei.
And that's
Yeah.
a good thing. Like, the worst thing you can do is be like, I've learned enough. You know?
Yeah,
Being like,
it's-
what else can I learn? That's the way to do it. And that's what you've been doing. You've grown a lot.
thank you.
Yeah.
You know, and Jirard's like my little like cheer captain in the back. Like when I'll be playing someone, Jirard will be like, "You see that, Al? See that? Giving him too much respect. Get on him."
Look, I've learned the most important phrase that I've learned from Street Fighter V and Brett is get in that ass.
Absolutely.
You stay on top of him, and when he wakes up, you make him respect you. You don't give him that space.
Yeah.
You make him earn that space.
That's
You
right.
make him give you the respect.
That's right.
You don't give it to him.
Press buttons on his wake up.
Press buttons on his wake up. Grab him. Jump and kick him. Something. Don't walk away. You don't walk away when he's on the floor. There's no crying in baseball. You crying?
Why wouldn't you want to play a fighting game with this?
How did you start playing them, Jirard?
How did I start playing them? Tekken for the PS1 was my first one where I really fell in love. I loved playing as P-Jack and Jack.
Yeah.
And I just loved pressing down and square. He has this unstoppable 3 swinging combo, and I was like, yeah, and I just was like, this is so unfair, and so I kept doing it. And I was just like, this feels
Little Jirard, President of the United States.
this. Fuck you! I should never have said that.
It's never gonna go in.
I shouldn't have stopped it though. I didn't want to stop. And just the 3-hit combo, wah, and then eventually I learned to play as Anna and Nina, and Al was the grappler of the group. He taught me how to grapple in that game. And so I would sit there and just go snap. Like he would bridge together 6 grabs, and I'd be like, how are you doing that? It's incredible.
So you started with Tekken, huh?
Started with Tekken, and then I think the game that really opened up my fighting game passion was Tekken 3 or Tekken Tag 2.
Great games.
Whichever had Eddie Gordo in it first.
Tekken 3.
I think it was Tekken 3. He's like a rhythm character with his capoeira style, and once I learned that, I was like, oh man, this is like fighting in a different style, and it just kind of was like this poetry and motion on the fight stick, and it just felt really cool. And so once I got that, I think that's where my passion of learning one character came from. Because that's my thing, is that I don't like learning 7 characters or 2 characters. I really like just getting good at one character. And if it's a weird character no one expects, I'm in. Like Samus from Smash. I love her. Eddie Gordo, I'll play her and Christy every day, and Tiger. But with Street Fighter 5, Ryu's been my man.
Sure.
I love Ryu. Bearded Ryu is like me, essentially. So I'm just...
If you plugged in the Matrix, it would look like that.
If I... Yeah, that's what I want.
Right.
I'd want to look like that, yeah. I mean, Brett, you could talk a whole hour about your passion for Street Fighter.
We kind of did. Like, when we first started, when we talked about arcades in a previous episode.
Yeah.
I started talking about how I got into fighting games in general, the whole arcade scene.
Yeah.
And so the short version is, like, my mom bowled a lot. Arcade money is cheaper than babysitters. And I just ran with it. But as far as, like, learning how to get, like, to overcome how, like, complex they are, it's hard. It's really hard to do. I say it all the time. It applies to both the internet and fighting games. And something that I think to myself is, like, man, I'm so glad that I grew up when I did. I'm so glad I was born when I did, because, like, if I had been born 5 to 10 years later, I would have grown up with the internet. I feel terrible for the kids that have to grow up with the internet today because they're in it. Like, let me put it this way. I learned to treat people like I want to be treated before I was able to go on the internet. Every kid today, like, goes on the internet probably before they learn to do that. And so instead, they go on the internet and see the culture of quote-unquote trolling, treating people like shitty because they have anonymity. And, people call them terrible, terrible things. And the way they react is a lot of people get mad or sad. But eventually they kind of adapt and go, oh, this is like, oh, I see. This is just how the internet works because it's so prevalent. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing. Because then you have yet another person doing this and the echo chamber continues. So I'm like, man, I'm glad that I learned to be like, not a dick before I went on the internet. And it's the same thing with fighting games. I've been playing fighting games since I was very, very little, but I didn't decide to, like, put time into them to try and get better until I developed the ability to, like, control. You have to control your emotions. You have to be objective. You know what I mean? So
the only emotion I've ever seen you express in a fighting game is joy.
Yeah, hype, right?
You're always so happy.
I get salty sometimes.
Yeah, but your salt is always like, whew, that's it. Yeah, you're still in that zone. I've never truly... The only time I have ever seen you get mad is in an episode of The Dojo.
Oh, that Vega.
That fucking Vega. There was a Vega that I played against who was taunting me in the middle of the fight. He was whooping my ass and taunting me. And he whooped my ass hard, and then he would taunt.
Yeah.
And then by the third taunt, I was like, fuck you. And I came back and wrecked him. And then I sat there, and Santel was like... and Brett was like... just like calm, and he's like stop, and I was like what? And he's like, you can give him that, run it back, and you give it back to him, and I was like
yeah, because you had the option
there,
after you. Because I think he beat you once, and in the second game you had the ability to play him. You played him again, and then he taunted you, and you beat him that time.
He beat me. He did a clean sweep the first set.
Right.
The second set he beat me in the first round, and then I came back and won both in a row.
Right, and then there was the opportunity for the rubber match, where the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like, it's up to you whether you want to face this guy again, but he's already proven to you what kind of a person he is.
And so I left. I said, I'm walking away from him.
Yeah, dude.
And Brett lost his shit. And not like a, how could you, Jirard? He's like, that's what I'm talking about. That's disrespectful. That's fucked up gaming
don't give
culture.
that dude the satisfaction.
Don't give him the satisfaction. But Brett was so mad and so passionate that, like, he could have fucking told me we're going to war.
Right.
And I would have grabbed a gun and be like, yes, master, let's go. He was
But see, I wasn't mad. Like, if it had happened to me, if I'd been playing, because I've been taunted before. I got taunted the other day. I don't get mad. The reason I got mad was because it was for you,
Yeah.
Like, I was mad that it happened to you. Because for all I know, you haven't gone through the things I've gone through. You haven't faced that crap before.
Yeah.
So you may not know how to deal with it. And I was mad because I wasn't sure that you know how to deal with it. Thankfully, you did. And I'm glad you made the right choice. But that's basically what we're getting at, Slash, is like, there's an emotional maturity that you have to be, number one, a person, number two, somebody playing, like being on the internet, and down the list is fighting games, because they're hard, they will bruise your ego, so you have to have rhino skin when it comes to your emotions. And that's a hard thing to learn. That's a hard thing to teach.
The Twitch chat is very brutal when it comes to FGC stuff.
Oh my God.
I feel like reading Twitch chat it's like there's no point.
Don't do it.
It's just you're waiting for an echo chamber back to hurt you.
I'd say the biggest thing that you can do, like the big takeaway is like, what can I do to better myself when it comes to the hardships of fighting games? Is after every game, whether you win or lose, ask yourself, what could I have done better? I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you for that.
That
Kermit.
was a good Kermit.
Thank you, Slash.
Thank you, guy.
Is that my guy? That is my guy.
Let's see here. This is from This is from Ender Lucario.
Ender Lucario.
Yes. Let's see here. Dear Jirard, Brett, Al, and miscellaneous guest of the day, if there is one. I've been watching The Completionist for about 1 year now, and I'm very impressed by how many games you've been able to complete. 200 games in a couple of weeks. Woo! My comment includes a question and a request. To go with the theme of the podcast, my question is, what's your favorite celestial body in space? For me, it's a tie between black holes and wormholes.
Okay.
My request is that you do a little acting skit thing where one of you tries to go to get to do something, and Al stops you, and he says it or pops up on screen with the animation of rejected. Rejected.
Oh, like ejected.
Rejected, like Al shut us down. Are ejected.
Got it.
Love the channel. Keep up the good work. Later, man. Ender. All right, let's do this skit real quick.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Hey, man, go long. I'm going to throw the football at you.
You got it. I'm ready to go catch it.
All right, here we go. Go further.
Going further.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Toss sound effect.
Rejected.
Let's do one more.
Sure.
No, I just think it's crazy that we hit it off so well. This is just the third date, and like already I feel like a big connection between us.
Yeah, there's definitely something there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm getting tired. It's late. Like I'm gonna go home, but I could drop you off, or you can come upstairs and you can have a drink or something.
I mean, I don't know. Do I want an internal struggle? Go out with this guy and go upstairs, or do I want to go to bed? I think I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. Sorry.
Great.
That's exactly. Bradley, you need to put some crazy ass rejected animation when Al says it. That's perfect.
Rejected. It's favorite celestial
Favorite
body.
celestial body.
Al.
That's a tough one.
Yeah?
I'd say I like black holes.
Yeah.
I do.
Jirard?
I'm gonna say, what is like the what's like the galaxy swirls? Are those black holes?
Those are galaxies.
Just
The ones that are just a big giant collection of billions of stars and they look like swirls?
Yeah.
Those are
We
galaxies.
should say a galaxy.
Galaxies are tight. I'm going to say Kronos, the Klingon homeworld.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good Kermit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Going through the questions. Oh, that person said earlier they couldn't get their comment through, and they got through it.
Boom.
All righty. Oh, this is a long one. Let's
Here we
do
go.
it.
Here we go.
This one's from Daniel Rodriguez.
Hey, what up, Daniel?
Kermit Storm Arctic. That's the stage select for this episode.
Kermit Storm.
Kermit Storm
Arctic.
Hello to everyone in That One Video Gamer crew. Great job on the show. Smiley face. To Jirard, Brett, and Al. I've diligently watched, been subscribed, and have liked numerous videos throughout your channels, Jirard. You have a respectful inspiration and role model of a gamer that I wish had more media coverage. I hope you continue to rise in power, respect, money, and fame. Those words are so kind, but then I hear like rise in power, respect, money, and fame, and the first thing coming to my head is Scarface.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
thinking. I'm like, is Vito Corleone like writing you a comic?
Di verdad, di verdad, di verdad.
May your first child be a masculine child. That's why I come to you with this request. Like, crap. I've liked, commented, and subscribed on every video.
The camaraderie of these podcasts, Super Beer Bros, and even your reviews are all awesome and great to see and hear, especially when you compared online gaming with so much fighting / shit talking out there amongst the community of gamers.
Ooh, word.
Having grown up in a household of 3 with other brothers and us having a lot of local multiplayer game time racked up, this question goes out to the 3 of you. What would you say are some of your top favorite local multiplayer, co-op, or adversarial games, console or PC? And or what are some of your most disliked / unfavorable local multiplayer, co-op, or adversarial games, console or PC? Also, have you thought about doing any tabletop games or board games with your friends / coworkers? It seems like a market you can get in on and have a fun way to wind down from the day / week and bring in even more viewers for a different variety. Thank you for making all these channels such a priority in your life. You really have brought forth an importance that not all games are all worth having time spent, effort put. Yeah, I read that right.
Yeah.
And deserve to be 100% completed, as well as thank you for all your time saved. A grateful and humble fan, Danny Arctic. That was a great Kermit.
Thank you,
very
Danny.
much. P.S. Brett and Al, your guys' love for glitch hop and jazz fusion finally put a label to music that I have listened to and loved.
Yeah.
And never actually knew that I had a genre.
Yeah.
And now I can expand my library of jams. Thanks, guys. I'll definitely be sending in some Snapple cases.
Ooh.
Honestly, any preferred flavors? I'm always a Diet Pea Snapple guy. Also, you know what? Let's spice it up. Give me some strawberry kiwi.
Wow.
Sugar, diet, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. I had one of yours Snapples the other day.
Isn't it great?
It is, but I don't drink caffeine, so as soon as I was done drinking it, my ears and cheeks got hot.
Yeah, it's got some caffeine in it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Wow. So.
All right, first and foremost,
what a great
we
career.
already talked about like tabletop gaming, and I think that'd be a wonderful idea.
I'd love to do it. I don't know how we would do it.
Yeah.
Maybe we just do like a podcast one-off where we play.
Like a campaign.
But see,
like a
I
mini
feel
campaign.
like, to me, I don't want to play like everyone's doing like, we're buddies playing tabletop games.
Okay.
I'd love to do shit like, we're playing Sorry. We're playing
Oh,
like.
you want to play like?
We're playing Guess Who.
That'd
We're
be
playing
hilarious,
Uno.
actually.
Like, we're going to play like.
Let's play Monopoly.
Let's just
Oh
open a
yeah,
game
dude,
right
I'd be
now.
down for
Let's
some
fun.
Monopoly.
I've got a copy of Ninja Turtles Monopoly. I'll
Oh
bring it
my
in.
God.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We should do that one time.
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be great.
I'm
down.
Yeah.
TOVG tabletop.
A game night.
TOVTT.
TOVTT.
Great. The other ones, well, what was Daniel's other questions? There were two of them.
Local, best
Best and
favorite,
worst.
local and worst.
That's a tough one. I'm going to throw Halo out there.
Okay.
Great times with Halo.
Sure. Worst?
I don't know. Come back to me.
Sure. Al?
I will actually go on the opposite end of the spectrum, and I was gonna actually thinking Halo also in particular as my worst.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
And I'll tell you why. It's not that I don't like the game. I mean, you can have some great times with some people. It's just I think any shooter game local sucks because it's unavoidable screen hacking.
I understand. Is that what you call it? Screen hacking?
Yes.
Screen hacking? Split screen hacking?
We used to call it screen looking.
Screen looking?
Stop looking. You looker. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So that's the only reason for shooters in general.
Best co-op game.
Best co-op game. Come back to me on that one.
Damn. This was actually harder than I thought. I'm going to say best co-op games is just a genre. Beat 'em ups. I love beat 'em ups. I'll play TMNT, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Simpsons Arcade. I love those games. X-Men. They're all so fun. Least favorite?
Least favorite co-op experience? A lot of those Wii games were terrible.
Anything on the Wii that wasn't made by Nintendo. First party stuff on the Wii was pretty atrocious.
You know, those waggle techs. You know?
Yeah, sorry. Anything not first party was pretty atrocious.
I think that I have to go with that.
Yeah.
I didn't like those times.
No, I don't think anyone did.
You know what? Honorable mention for like best co-op experiences
Yeah.
were the days when like everybody had a copy of Rock Band. Those were
Oh,
good
yeah.
times.
Those are pretty good.
Oh, dude, Rock Band's always good.
I used to love drumming on those things.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Thank you for the comment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're all still thinking like,
Yeah, we
we got
definitely
anything
are.
else?
Let's see here.
Who's
Oh,
going to be
Al,
next
this
one?
is for you. Al, this is from the art topic last week that we talked about.
Oh, shh.
So the title of his email is Art and How I Think Al Tries to Describe It. Hey, not so beard, and also not so beard. Sorry that this comment pertains to last week's podcast, but it's something that's been bothering me. From how Al was trying to describe art and through Brett making his own definition, I think I know what Al was going for. While anything has the potential to be art, I feel that what really separates art from not art is effort to heart being put into it. However, I do disagree with Al, then, based on my definition, about television not being art, as shows like Black Mirror or Lie to Me, Beard Bros reference,
Yo!
do take time and effort to make
Yeah.
quality.
Shout-outs to Black Mirror.
I was just talking about Black Mirror in the other
was.
room. You don't
And-
like Black Mirror, Alex?
Lie to me.
It sucks.
Lie to me.
Get out of here.
No.
Get out. Lie. Yes. Al likes
No.
lie to me. Al likes lie to me. Al
Al
likes lie to me. Al likes lie to me. Yeah, I'm not alone in the office. I thought I was alone for so long.
No.
Sorry, Alex is in the room. As soon as we mentioned Black Mirror, he starts shaking his head like
We're like Black Mirror. He's like, no, lie to me. He
shit.
comes
It's
down.
fucking great.
Black Mirror's
Dude.
great.
Great. Sorry.
So.
That's contempt, that is.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Oh my God! I know what we're doing next on Game Whiz. Oh my gosh!
Sorry. Continue with the comment.
Let's see.
Shows like Black Mirror and Lie to Me.
Yeah, shows like Black Mirror and Lie to Me about do take time and effort to make it quality. I see how someone may disregard because of my opinions and whatever. I see how someone may disagree because of opinions and whatnot. However, I hope I said something that made sense. With Kermit, that one guy.
Yeah.
That was a good Kermit.
What?
Very good, Kermit. And I get what you're saying out there, dude. But like, unfortunately, like as the what's the word I'm looking for? Observers. As the observers, there's no way for us to know artist intent unless they come out and say it.
Yeah.
So you can't be like, well, this clearly had a bunch of heart put into it, because like there's been tons of instances out there where it's like I really appreciate what you were trying to say with this piece, and the artist is like, what? I don't know.
It's supposed to be a boot. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, there's no way to know.
Art is interpretation, man.
Ditto.
He said he agreed with me, so
He-
I'm just.
he did.
I
Al's
just
feeling pretty
completely
good.
like.
Al's feeling pretty good.
Everything else is just completely blocked
I
out.
think a lot of people out there agreed with you, man. You made some
A
good
lot
points.
more than you know, Alex. Why did I say Alex? I mean, you know what I mean? I
You,
said
you're
Al.
looking at me and you're
Yeah,
still
Alex is
thinking.
Yeah. Sorry, Al.
It's chill, man.
You're not Al. That was a great Kermit. Next Kermit comes from Loki.
Hello, Loki.
Damn Kermits, though. Hello to Jirard, Al, Brett, and everyone else involved in the trudge of the Completionist. In about the last year, I've become progressively more and more of a fan of That One Video Gamer Office and the channels. Your videos are fun and chill and like having a conversation with your friends.
Perfect.
As far as questions, I have a few which are fairly simple. A few weeks ago, you mentioned wanting to get a chef in the office. Oh, I'd love a chef in the office. Do any of you cook at home, and if so, what's your favorite thing to make? There's still
Anybody?
more, but let's talk about that one.
Yeah, that's good. We should break it down.
This is a good way. If you're, hey, are you looking to eat with nothing in the pantry?
Yeah.
All you need is a potato and some cheese. So all you gotta do is clean the potato, get like a fork, stab the shit out of the potato, make sure it's like got no roots or anything gross in it. Throw the potato in the microwave, put some cheese on it, nuke it for about 8 minutes, and that's pretty good dinner.
So not a baked potato, but a nuked potato.
A nuked potato.
I like
We
it.
call it nuke potato.
Nuke
Nuke
potato.
potato.
Potato. There's your Fallout. There's your Fallout 3 nerdy nummies feast of fiction from Jirard.
Yay.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's something that I make on the fly. It's really easy. It's just like, hey, nothing to eat. Let's do that.
I don't cook much, but I do have something that I cook that everybody seems to like. Let me break it down. Okay. Get yourself 2 nice pieces of sourdough bread.
Okay.
You get yourself some butter.
Okay.
And you butter both pieces of bread corner to corner.
Okay.
And you flip both pieces.
Okay.
You butter the other side too.
Okay.
Yeah. And you get yourself some cheese.
Okay.
And then you put the cheese on
Is
the bread.
this a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yes.
Okay.
You put the cheese on the bread.
Okay.
And then you get another piece of cheese.
Okay.
And then like you rip it up to cover all the spaces on the bread that's still uncovered.
Sure.
And you put it together.
Great.
And then you put the butter in the. There's a lot of butter.
No, I got you. I got you.
Put the butter in
There
the.
sounds like there's a lot of butter here.
Yes. And you put the butter in the pan. And then you get it all hot and you throw that bad boy in there. And then the secret is, a lot of people don't do this, but I do.
Okay.
You take the cover to that pan
Okay.
and you put it on top
Okay.
to lock that heat in. That's the key, dude. And then like you open it up, you flip it over, boom, and then you maybe flip one more time just in case. Cheese is done.
This is the most like intricate way of explaining how to make a grilled cheese sandwich.
But I'm telling you, it's a process, man.
I got you. I got you.
Oh, but
I'm not
like-
judging you on that.
Oh, but like the cheese is gone. It's just melted away, and the bread is all super crispy. You know, that's the one, man. I know what I'm doing when I get home.
Al, is there anything you cook?
I don't. I frozen section is my friend and my grandma.
Al's chicken.
Yeah.
Come on, man. There's nothing you make
Yeah, let me tell you, when it comes to food, I am happily have no opportunity to cook when like my grandmas are just like, here.
All right.
Well, yeah, so Al has a massive Italian family, so it's like, oh, good to see you. Here, eat these 8 different kinds of pasta and chicken.
What's the matter? You don't like it?
Yeah, I got meatball. Like, every time I've been to Al's place as a kid, it was always like that. It was great because I always came hungry, and I always left full.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
The way
That was
you
only
do
the
it.
first part of the question.
Yes, it was. Sorry. Also, great. Also, while you enjoy video games, I'm wondering, what tabletop games do you enjoy, if any?
Oh, there we go.
I hope the next few games you have on the list are more fun than Sonic Boom, and at the end of your year gives you some time to breathe and maybe take a nap. Loki, P.S. What are your favorite colors? I'd like to know for reasons.
Okay.
I like red, black, and blue. Those are my 3 favorite colors.
Good choices. Al, colors.
I like red, white, and black.
Ooh.
All right.
I like black, green, blues, and purples. Yeah, those are very
Okay.
cool colors. But as far as tabletop games go, like, I do like Monopoly. A lot of people don't play it right. They're like, it's long and boring. Like, you're not playing it right. Monopoly's dope. And yeah, I choose Monopoly as my go-to tabletop. What about you guys?
Sorry.
Sorry's good.
I love sorry.
Haven't played in a long time.
Sorry. I'll hit you. You hit me back. Sorry.
The most passive-aggressive game of all time.
Sorry.
You don't mean that, little
I'm
kid.
so sorry.
You really don't. You're just being a jerk, little kid. Al, what's your favorite tabletop game?
Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah, you like Trivial Pursuit?
I do like it. I just wish I could answer more.
Right. It's like watching Jeopardy.
Yeah.
You get one, you're like,
oh, I wish I could. I'm there, but I want more.
I get worried because I'm like, I watch Jeopardy nowadays and I'm able to answer more questions than I ever have before. But I'm worried it's not because I'm like learning more. It's because like the show's being dumbed down.
Yeah.
I'm worried. You know.
That was a good Kermit.
Thank you.
That's a great arcade comment. Hi, TWG crew. I have been a huge fan of the show for a long time now. Look forward to Completionist every week. I've gone through the entire series many times when I'm working as wonderful background noise, and it is so fun to watch.
Great.
Anyways, I have a question based on this arcade talk the last couple of weeks. What are your guys' personal favorite port of an arcade game to a console? What is one arcade game that you have never seen on console that you would have ported as well? Remember when it took years for the Simpsons game to be ported? Thanks for everything you guys do, James.
Hey.
So our favorite
Oh, easy.
Port.
TMNT Turtles in Time.
great port.
Best port for Super Nintendo. Best port ever.
I don't think I know the question.
Like, what is your favorite arcade game that got turned into a console game?
Okay, gotcha.
Like Contra or something like that.
Yeah, let's go with that. I don't know.
Like Simpsons Arcade or
I did really like Simpsons
House of the
Arcade.
Dead 2. That's a good one. It's one you and I played all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
All right, there
I
you
like
go.
House of the Dead. Yeah.
I got Al's back on this one. Brett?
Thank you.
I'm gonna just say like every game that existed in that magical time when it's like when Capcom was on a roll and was like every game all the time, but at the same time like the technology for consoles had just caught up to arcades, so you could get perfect arcade ports. So I'm talking between 1997 and around 2003. Those are the best times. So I'm talking games like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Street Fighter Alpha 2 and 3, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, CBS 2. All that stuff were just, killer.
Yeah.
Like the Dreamcast was a monster of a machine.
It sure was.
Did I tell you my Dreamcast story?
Nope.
Dog. It still hurts to think about. Like I said, the Dreamcast was a console that was like it was the first big 128 console, right? And it was a big deal because it also had a lot of games that I liked, man. All those games were on it, I think, just about. Got a lot of use out of it. I think I had it for maybe less than a year when oh god, this is so embarrassing. Oh my god. All right, here we go. I used to
Yo, you don't have to tell the story if you don't want to, man. We're not going to...
This is the place.
Okay.
It's just embarrassing for multiple reasons.
Okay.
I used to call a teen chat line
Okay. Like AOL kind of thing?
Kinda. It was called The Loop. I think it was LOUP.
Okay.
Picture just giant. Okay, let me tell you how old I was. I'm talking like 8th grade, freshman year. Like, it was a very small window, okay?
So you're 14, 15
13,
years old.
14.
Sure.
13, 14. So it was like a chat. It was like a phone. It was free. And you like call and you chat with people in a chat room. And there were big echo chambers sometimes, but you could also direct message people, that kind of stuff. It was for teenagers, you know? And you meet people there. Like, what I'm saying is, like, you encounter people over and over and you get to know them. Just like the internet, right? You get to know them to the point where sometimes you meet them. I met a couple people.
In real life?
Yes, in real life. That's what I mean, yeah.
Now, nowadays, that's very common.
Yeah, but you have to understand. We're talking 99, 2000.
Sure.
So it was kind of a big deal. And I met like one or two people, very cool, fine, you know. One person that I knew was this girl. I think her name was Toni, Toni, you know. And she was a little bit older, so probably like junior year. So it was kind of cool, right? But we were into the same stuff, right? Like we were into like anime, and by anime I mean the anime that we were just getting on Toonami and stuff, like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball and whatnot. So we hit it off a little bit. She sent me pictures and stuff, and she was like smoking hot, right? I didn't have any like bones about it. Like I didn't like I wasn't thinking like, oh, we're gonna get together, it's gonna be beautiful. I wasn't an idiot, but we were friends, and she was attractive. So, and I was a dumbass back then. In terms of like I know I just said I wasn't a dumbass, but I was a dumbass because
Well, you're always dumb.
right.
Yeah. Like,
This is how dumb I was.
Okay.
Somehow it came up. She was like, "Oh yeah, like I wish I could have a Dreamcast, blah blah blah." And I was like, "You should just like borrow mine for like a week."
No.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It happened. So she came and picked it up.
No.
She came and it was her and everything, and she was looking smoking in her little fucking sweatpants and everything. Like, oh my god! And I had it. I was just sitting there on my porch waiting for her. She showed up. She rolled up. I'm like, "Here you go." And that was it.
Did she continue to talk to you after? Or was like...
I don't know. See, here's the thing. This was so long ago, it's hard for me to remember every detail, but I think what happened was, like, I think she just started to blow me off a little bit. I think we were in contact after that, like normal. But it was like, oh, yeah, I'll get it back to you, like, when we make another trip out there, blah, blah, blah. Nah, dog.
Tony, let me just say this. I know you're probably like, I don't know, like, not that old, but you may have a kid,
Yeah.
or a husband, or
Yeah,
two
probably.
in any regard. Sorry, Brett, you're hitting that mic. Be careful.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Listen, I have a bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh.
You owe my boy Brett a Dreamcast.
And a bunch of games.
You owe him Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
You owe him Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Definitely had
You owed
that.
him Sonic Adventure 1.
Definitely had
You
it.
owe him Sonic Adventure 2.
I didn't own that, but get it anyway.
You owe him WWF Royal Rumble,
Sure.
NFL Blitz,
Maybe.
House of the Dead 1 and 2.
Absolutely.
You owe him those games.
I'm throwing in Power Stone.
Power Stone 1 and 2.
Absolutely, I had Power Stone too.
You owe Brett that. And you know what? If you don't give it up, TOVG Podcast Crew's coming for you. I don't care if you're a famous actress. I don't care who you are. You owe my boy a Dreamcast. And we getting it.
I never saw it again, you guys.
Bradley, zoom in on Brett's face. Make it like black and white.
I never saw it again.
Yo, fuck you, Tony. What the fuck?
How do we get talking about this? I'm sorry.
I don't remember. It was a good comment, though.
Sorry, you guys.
It was a good comment. Thank you for your comment. Tony, you're going down. Let's do one more comment for today.
Okay.
This one is called Sonic Speed by Scott Jones. Dear Jirard, Alan, Brett. My name is Scott, and I've been watching The Completionist ever since I saw you on the Friend Zone on Polaris. Wow, that was a long time ago. Thank you for still being around. I really appreciate it. Since then, I've grown to love the Super Beer Bros, the decks, your personal channel, and thanks to these podcasts, I now also watch the Super Couch Fighters because it's helped me to know Brett a little more.
Yay!
You all do amazing work, and it's great to see people do what they love. My Kermit for the three of you is about speedrunning. How do each of you feel about speedrunning, and is there a game you'd know how to speedrun if you wanted to? Personally, I love watching people do speedruns. It's a beautiful art that takes time to perfect. A game I know about speedrunning well is Super Punch-Out. I can usually beat the game in about 30 to 40 minutes. Thank you so much for all the things you guys do. Please keep up the good work and try to sleep as much as you can, because I know none of you do. Thank you for reading my Kermit, whether you read it on the podcast or not. Your fan, Scott. Oh, that was a good Kermit.
Thank you,
You
Scott.
guys have been crushing at the Kermits recently. I really appreciate it. This was a successful Kermit storm.
Indeed.
It was.
Indeed.
Uh,
What was the question?
I knew it was coming.
Thank you, Scott, for your Kermit.
He was talking about speed.
Speedrunning. That's right, speedrunning.
God.
So I love speedrunning. I appreciate everyone who speedruns. I have such respect and loyalty and honor for those guys. I could not do what they do. I could not play one game over and over and over again to become the best at it, to shave off frames. I admit, when I was in the infancy of my YouTube career, I considered speedrunning Super Mario World.
Oh.
And I got close to doing a world record.
Wow.
A couple times. The thing that screwed me up is on the first world on the left in Mario World. When you go there, you're supposed to use Yoshi and have a mushroom up top, and you're supposed to like press select at the same time while spin jumping off of a Yoshi. And while you do that, he like eats a coin, and it like creates this weird item malfunction in the top. And if you press select on any given level, you skip that level. So you would reserve that in the speed run to skip a level. And I can only do it once. I never did it ever again.
God.
You know what it was? It was a fireball. It was a fireball and a coin at the same time. You had to like perfectly picture, like perfect frame hit it.
Right.
And never got it right.
That's
Maybe
crazy.
once. Yeah.
Wow.
So Mario World was the game I wanted to do, and then it was going to be Mega Man X, but I saw Caleb Hart, and I was like, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
Sure. Yeah, I've never wanted to speed run. That just seems like work to me. I'm not good enough. But if I had to try, I'd probably do one of the original Resident Evils, like 1 or 2.
Tight.
You know, because those are like very straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al?
Surprisingly, the closest game I've come to speed running is Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fuck that!
Okay.
We were playing Spyro the other day in the room, and Alex Fossiani comes in and goes, hey, Al, you better be careful. A Nemesis is actually going to appear in this game and get you. And Al, without even realizing, was like, really? Like, he was convinced that Nemesis was going to
No
show
way.
up.
I've got like flashbacks of like
we were tag teaming Resident Evil together. And
I don't
like,
know.
we both were just hating those runs.
I have a fear for Nemesis. He's not a scary man. He just will show up.
I should do him for Halloween next year and just walk around next to Al in the office all day.
Dude, next year for Halloween, you and I have to be Little Mac and Doc.
Oh, that'd be the greatest.
Yeah. We're doing it.
You got it, Jirard.
Da, 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 da.
You seen Constantine? That movie's crazy. Great. Good comment, Sturm.
Guys, this was a great Kermit Storm. This was good. We had good talks, good vibes, good podcast. It was really good.
Yeah, thanks,
I
guys.
think it's my favorite one so far.
Oh, all right.
But before we go, Al,
Oh shit.
you know what's up. You know what's up. Words of wisdom. Go.
Be yourself when you destroy something.
One more time into the camera, or into the mic one more time. Just get a little closer, please. Just...
Be yourself when you destroy something?
Great. Just wanted to verify.
Good.
Be yourself
advice.
while you destroy something.
I'm not telling you to go destroy something.
Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is, you guys. Okay.
Well.
Final words around the table. Brett,
Don't lend electronics to ladies you meet over the phone.
Tony, we're coming for you. We didn't forget. I didn't forget. I'm never going to forget. Tony, we're coming. We're coming.
Yeah.
Al, final word. A nod. My final word is Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
True.
And neither is 2OVG crew. So, Tony, you owe my boy a Dreamcast. You're put on blast. This is your final warning. We coming. This is... Brett, no, don't wave at her.
Oh, sorry.
Don't do that. We have to be... Stop smiling at her.
Sorry.
We need to... What are you doing?
Dude, she's gonna bring you the Dreamcast
We-
and walk away
we
with your
need-
PS4.
right, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Bye bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
care.
Week. We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.